everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but that's because for half of my summer I decided to do something completely out of my comfort zone and travel to a foreign country, more specifically Costa Rica, for 1 month of my summer where I did a study abroad experience. And in this video I'm going to just talk about my time there, what I did, show you a couple of clips of stuff that I did. So I hope you really enjoy this video. So I started off my trip by going on the plane, obviously, because I have to go on the plane to actually get to Costa Rica. So this is what I did. Right now I'm just watching a K-drama. I can't remember what K-drama I was watching at the time, and I forgot to look it back up on Netflix. But yeah, I was just watching a K-drama on my first round of my flights. When I got to Miami airport, I decided to read some manga, so I tried Witch Hat Atelier. And then our flight got delayed until the next morning, and me and the person I was traveling with was super upset about it. But we woke up the next morning refreshed. We ended up having to book a hotel for the night, and we rushed back into TSA with this extremely long line, the longest line I've ever been in TSA. I hate Miami airport for this. And then finally we were able to take off and go to Costa Rica. I do have to say I was sleeping half of the time because I didn't get any good night rest because I was worrying about my flight and whether we'll actually get to Costa Rica on time for classes and stuff like that. But we did make it the next day, and everything kind of worked itself out. So this is me walking through the Costa Rican airport, just me trying to like navigate what we're doing. And then this was some of the clips I took on our way to first like the restaurant to get something to eat, and then to my host family. And so I was really amazed about like how cool Costa Rica looks. Like it's a bit of western with also more like greenery, which I thought was really nice. And this was the Americanized restaurant we went to, and I got this cool hot dog which was so good. And then I got to my host family's room. This was the room they put me up for. There's Itadori, my plushies over there. Oh no, Itadori fell off the bed. Oh, it's fine. And then it was just like, oh, it was a nice room. I do have to say it was very spacious. I did not have a roommate, so that was pretty cool. I got the whole room to myself. And then the next day we went to downtown Heredia, where we did kind of like a scavenger hunt in this like little marketplace where we were in charge of finding different fruits and then bringing them back so that we could try them. And this is just us walking to the actual cafe where we tried the fruits. And then we went to a nice park where we just hanged out for a bit. We looked at the view. There was a lot of pigeon there. We got a little more of the history on Costa Rica, the importance of Costa Rica, and why they don't have an army or a military service anymore. We also got to go into this really beautiful church. It really was a very nice church. It was so big and spacious, and you know, we were trying to be quiet because some people were actually praying there. And then we got to take a picture by this huge sign, and then we went back to the cafe to actually try the different fruits. And these are just some of the fruits that we tried: star fruit, tamarind. We also tried this nice cool dish with a smoothie. And then we tried these passion fruit, which was really good. We also got a taste of this fruit called a sour sap. It's called something else in Spanish, but I know it as sour sap. And then the next day we had classes, and we usually have classes in the afternoon, so this is just a tour of the university. The university was smaller than the university back in North Carolina, but it was very nice. I love this like theater area where you could just sit and relax. And then of course in the evening I decided to catch up on Demon Slayer because I fell behind on all my anime stuff while I was in Costa Rica, but a lot of people were talking about Demon Slayer and I did not want to be spoiled, so I just ended up finding the time to watch it at night. And I also caught up on the anime Oshi no Ko because again a lot of people were talking about it and I did not want to be spoiled, so I just stuck it up and I watched it in the evening after my work. So the next day we end up going to this little school where we did our service learning aspect of our study abroad. And I couldn't record anything that happened in the school because there's a rule that you're not really supposed to record like children and students and stuff like that. And I don't really like recording a lot of like children or people that, you know, who didn't consent to be in the video, like faces and stuff, so I probably wouldn't have done it anyways. But it was such a nice time. The kids were super nice and friendly. And then in the afternoon there was this huge mall that had like this biggest anime like snack shop ever, and some of these snacks I don't even see in America. I only see them in like Japanese TikTok, so I was very excited to see these snacks. So I'm just showing you the snacks that I bought at the time. So I bought this like Demon Slayer snack because it looked super cool. and I liked it. And then I bought this Jujutsu Kaisen snack, of course, because I absolutely love Jujutsu Kaisen, so buying a snack from there would be a crime. And then I bought this cool Pocky that I've never seen before, which was nice. And then my host family actually made me this nice empanada. It was so good. And then later in the evening, I had homework to do, of course. I had to catch up on my readings and then study my Spanish because I was there originally because I needed a Spanish credit for my school. And then I remembered that I did not take videos of me walking to my school, so this is it right here. So we were all staying in like a little neighborhood, like 10 minutes away from the school, like a 10-minute walk, so it wasn't too bad. And to get to the school, however, you had to go through the mall. So there's this little pad in the mall where you would take, and you'll have to walk through the mall before getting to the school. And then there's this like kind of bridge area. There's like a busy highway right in front of the school, and in order to get to the school safely, you have to actually walk up this like area. Yeah, this the bridge area, and then walk right back down to the school area. There's some people that do cross the street, but I do not do that because the people in Costa Rica do not stop for pedestrians, so I was not taking that chance. And then you just walk into the school and you get there. So this was us walking to one of our workshops that was near the school. So we end up just meeting at the school, and then all of us just walked together. And I do have to say, the house is very nice, and there was this lady who was doing like a cooking class, and this is the area that we did the cooking in. It was like a little backyard kitchen, which was so cool. And then we made our own tortillas with some cheese, which was very delicious. And then she helped us make like the rice and the tomatoes and all the stuff that went with the tortilla, which was cool. And then later she just let us chill in her backyard as we ate this cool like icy type dessert that she made for us. And then we made like a little snack with potatoes and cheese, which was really cool. Then in the afternoon we had classes again, and we were learning about imperfect and preterite for Spanish. And then after that we were able to walk home, and I just caught this like beautiful sight of the mountain, so I took a shot of that. And then on the weekend we went to our first excursion. So this excursion was to the beach. It was next to Manuel National Park, but we went to the beach first before going into the national park. So this is me during this 4-hour ride, just relaxing in the back, zoning out, as you would say, with my headphones in. And then we got to our first souvenir shop, and let me tell you guys, these souvenir shops had me in a chokehold. They would take all my money, and half of the stuff would not even be for me. It'll just be for people I know. I'm like, oh, so and so would like this, and I would pick it up anyways. So yeah, I wasted some of my money in the souvenir shop. And then we went to this like alligator bridge, crocodile bridge. So we were there, and we were watching the crocodiles just relaxing in their natural habitat, and just chilling basically. And we were just there was a lot of tourists in that area as well, so I think it wasn't just us just relaxing and watching them. And then we got to this like viewpoint where you could see like a big part of the ocean. You could see like different places in Costa Rica, and people were just taking a bunch of videos and pictures, including myself. So we were just there taking a couple of Instagram worthy shots, just relaxing up there, having a discussion with the directors of the program, stuff like that. And then there's this also an area which is going to come up right now, there we go, where you could like take like a selfie or like a picture of the sign that says Hako, because we were passing through Hako to get to the beach. And then once we got there, we checked into our hotels, and then we had to walk like a good 7 minutes to actually get to the beach. So there was an access point a little further down from the hotel, so we did that. There's a bunch of merchants on this walkway, so be aware they will try and get you to buy stuff from them. So just be cautious, just buy what you want, not be pressured into buying stuff. But they weren't like super angry about it if you told them that you didn't want to buy anything. They were very nice about it. I guess because they know they're tourists there, so they want to make money off of it, which is fair. We all need to make a living somehow, so that's pretty cool. So we got to the beach, and a lot of kids love the beach, but I kind of grew up on the beach due to where I lived before, and I was born and raised. So the beach wasn't extremely impressive for me. I feel like this was more of a surfing beach than a leisure beach, but the other kids liked the beach. So, and then we went to National Park the next day, which was kind of anticlimactic at first, because we were walking through the park. We couldn't see any like monkeys or any like sloths, and it was more of a stroll rather than like a national park hike. Even though the director said it was going to be a hike, it was more of a stroll, and we didn't really see a lot of stuff, and we also didn't have like the telescope to like look in the trees and stuff like that, but we did see some little creatures roaming around. So we saw these like little crabs, you know, doing their little crabby things. And then later, which I thought was pretty cool, we saw a deer, and it was just eating and just relaxing. Probably wondering why we're recording. It's dinner, but you know, it's okay, or breakfast at that point. And then we saw these cool ants, which I thought was interesting. I never seen those species of ants before, so that was cool. And then we saw an animal. We couldn't tell exactly what it was because it was hiding in the bushes, but it was pretty cool too. And then we saw a wide variety of plants that were unique to Costa Rica. And then we kept going until we get to the mangrove, which was really cool. We also saw more crabs. There was lots of crabs there. If you're a crab person, definitely go to this national park. It had plenty of crabs. And then we went and we saw the mangroves. And then we finally got to like the big sign where it shows like the national park, and we're at the beach. So yeah, went to the Manuel Antonio National Park. We took a little group photo here, and then we wanted to go to the beach, but this beach was kind of rough, so there was one other beach, so we decided to walk to that one instead. And we saw this cool lizard that was just sitting there relaxing. And yeah, so this was the first beach we went to, which was kind of rough, so we ended up going to the next one. And then we went to we saw this cool iguana looking creature, and then we just kept walking through the walkway until we got to the second beach. As you can see, I was very well prepared for this beach. I had my water shoes and everything. And then we finally got to the next beach, which is a lot calmer, a lot less waves, very much a really chill beach. And we took some Instagram selfies and some videos here. Then we walked up to the viewpoint, which was kind of sad. It didn't have much to see. Then we walked down to the beach, and I decided to take some videos for this vlog, take some posts for Instagram, help my friend take pictures for Instagram, just take a stroll along the beach. I do have to say this was one of the best beaches out of all of them we've been to, and this wasn't even the one that I was really swimming in. I was mostly like dipping my feet in, you know, just trying to like relax on the beach because I didn't really feel like swimming. And then to my wonderful surprise, we saw a monkey. We walked after the beach, we walked further up during the path, and me and a couple of my friends, we saw this monkey climbing the tree, and I knew what time it was. So I pulled out my phone and started recording all these monkeys. And then I got a cute shot of the monkeys resting on this barrel. I forgot to put this picture in, but they were there, and I thought it was so cute. I sent it in the group chat and everything. And then later we saw the sloths, which was really nice. When we got back from the excursion, we had to go back to class, obviously, and I found this boba tea place right in the mall that we pass every day, and I was like, I have to get boba. So I got boba. It was this cocoa type boba, and it was pretty good for the price they were giving. And then later the next day I got some ice cream, which was really good. Then in the evening I watched the last episode of Oshinoko, and I don't even know what I was gonna do after this anime, because this anime has been top of my list since the season started, and every week I knew I was busy with stuff from Costa Rica, but every week I would watch this anime. And then we got a sweet note from the kids because that was our last week volunteering at the school, which was really nice. I'm still in the process of making part 2, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video.